Hi there everyone, I'm Josiah from Womp Rat Creations, and I have a problem. My current camera cart is gross. It has proven to be pretty insufficient for my use, so I'm going to set about making a much more useful, customized, Star Wars inspired camera cart. Now I'm sure you guys are wondering what this box has to do with it. Well, the first step that I'm going to take in building this camera cart is building some Star Wars inspired cases for my cameras. So I got this case from Harbor Freight. It was pretty cheap and it's fairly durable, so it can be knocked around a little bit without causing any damage to the contents. And it also just has a nice Star Wars sci-fi look to it, which is what I was really looking for. So I'm going to take you guys through a few painting and weathering techniques so we can transform this into a Star Wars style camera case. So first things first, before I can start painting, I have to take off all of these stickers. Now that all these stickers are finally gone, I need to get rid of this sticky residue. A little bit of rubbing alcohol usually does the trick. Alright, now that my surface has been prepared, I can apply some primer. I'm just going to use some spray paint primer. Now, the proper way to apply spray paint, you want to start your stream off the object, go over the object, and then stop off on the other side of the project. So what I mean by that, this is our object. I would want to start my stream off over here, slowly bring it over, and then stop over here so that I'm never stopping or ending my stream on the object. You waste a little bit of paint doing this, but when you start on the object, it pools very quickly and you can get runs and all kind of nasty stuff like that. So like I said, you're going to start off the object, spray over, off. So now that I've hit my case with a coat of primer, we can move on to some paint. When you're thinking about your paint job, you want to plan it out a little bit, at least in your head. So I'm going for the Star Wars aesthetic, which is much more of a used, lived-in, dirty, grimy, bent-up galaxy, which is a lot of fun to paint. But that means that you're going to have a lot of scratches and dings and spots where the paint has rubbed off into some lower layers in your paint job. So I'm going to go with a layered paint job on this case, which means you're just going to put on a color, mask off a few areas, and then hit it with another color. That way it looks like there's chips in the paint and stuff like that. So I'm going to start off with a layer of aluminum paint so that it looks like it's a metal case underneath. So I have my base layer down, nice metallic finish, and the next step that I'm going to do before applying the next layer is mask off some sections using some masking fluid. Masking fluid is wonderful stuff. It's a staple of many prop makers' painting setups, and basically the way it works is you'll brush it onto high sections or just places on the case that things will be worn or dinged before you put on the next layer. You'll brush it on, it'll dry, you can paint over it and then go back and peel it off and it'll reveal the layer below. I'm going to use this cheap acid brush because the masking fluid will get into the bristles of your brush, dry, and then it'll ruin your brush. So use a throwaway brush. I'm going to go through, like I said, on high spots or places that I think might be worn. It helps to find some reference images on Google. You can just look up old cases, crates, boxes, stuff like that, and try to see where they've been dinged and where you can see damage on them. So now that I have this layer of paint on, I'm really tempted to take off the masking fluid because it's a lot of fun taking it off. But I want this case to look like it's been painted a couple times over the years. So I'm going to have scratches that go down to the bare metal, which is the masking fluid I already put on. Then I'm going to have some scratches that go down to this layer of paint. So I'm going to do one more round of masking fluid, put a different color on top, and then we could take the masking fluid off. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Well, at least the moment I've been waiting for. I get to take off the masking fluid. That got a little intense. But look how great this is turning out. This is coming together really nicely. It looks nice and beat up, but now what we have to do is make it look dirty. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to apply some washes. Washes are just applying some very watered down paint and then wiping the majority of the paint off so that just a little bit get left in the crevices and hard to reach areas of the object. This replicates the dirt and grime that gets caught in an object in everyday use that doesn't get hit with normal cleaning. Just adds another layer of detail to the object. It will also bring out some of these details that are kind of hard to see otherwise. So we have a banged up, dirty box. I love this. This could be the finishing spot for this box, but I am going to do one more thing. It's not a painting technique, but I'm going to use my vinyl cutter to add a little bit of signage. All right, my camera has a home now. It's a little banged up, it's a little dirty, but that's just the way that I like it. I had a blast painting this. If you guys found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button. We're gonna have a bunch more videos coming for you just like this. As always, thank you guys so much for the support. It really means a lot. You can follow us on social media to stay up to date on what's going on in the shop. Until next time, see you guys later. Can apply some primer. No. I picked up this crate from, not crate. I'm going to imply. So it looks beat up now. So what we have to do is make it look dirty now. So, no, there's too many nows. It's weird. As always, thank you for the support. It really means a lot. I forgot what I'm going to say.